Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. And here's Jones again on second down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. The 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Packers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Murray. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The pickup of 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
Swift will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
The Packers are 12-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Rodgers to throw once more. He completes it to Beckham. And it's a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray going to throw.
Connecting here with Chark on the out route.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Murray. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now it's Rodgers. Right side to Watson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
.33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 41, Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Watson complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Rodgers again now. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Swift.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Complete to right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, They got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down, it's Jones.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They run once more with Dillon.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll...
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. Able to find Lazard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll go option to the short side. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's going to keep this again.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Now Love will try with his legs.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
They find some open field here. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the option, here's Williams. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Murray now on first down.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on second down. Murray.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here's Swift.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
One more time with Swift.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Packers,
they earned one final victory and finished the regular season at 13-4.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Lions,
it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a